quarter on the new digger. Okay, get your calculators out and type in second bars, binomial PDF, and type in NP and X. Now what will happen if you don't type in NP and X in that order? You'll get an error, ERR, or an error, depending on where you're from. I'm pulling up the do digger, so you guys don't have to type it in. Good shot. Okay, how long does it take for you to recognize the thumb drive? And what's the date?
The first.
Yeah, that's right. We gotta change the dang old 04. 04. Chapter 5. Review. So let's pull up our handy dandy calculator. And we'll type in
Here.
second bars. Get it to you in a minute, Vanna. Oh boy. Binomial PDF. And type in N, what is N?
7.
7, comma,
0.65.
huh?
0.65.
0.65.
Yes, sir.
And the last one?
5.
5. Close parentheses and your 2985. Excuse me. 0.299.
2.
Huh?
298.
I thought it was round.
It was a 4.
Now I'm gonna start sneezing.
It was a 4, not a 5.
Okay. Yeah, 298. Okay, I rounded it up. I'm sorry. So it'd be 298.
Does it matter what order you put the numbers in the calculator? As long as they're in there?
Yeah.
It does?
N, P, and X.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, we covered that. You came in late. I kid. I done forgot what it said. 298. Okay. Next. Oh, look at there. They put them right back to back. Thank you. Not supposed to do that. NP and X, 23.15 and 3. So you take your handy dandy calculator. All right, save yourself some time. Second, and hit the negative symbol. Hit it again. I'm sorry, I'm stupid. Second, enter. 23, then I'll hit second insert, then I'll 20, and I think it will knock itself off. No, it won't. Just hit delete. And 0.15, got a low probability here. And 3. And enter. 0.232. Let me rephrase that. Now everybody should make a 50 on the test. Because those two questions, unless you round wrong like I just did on the first one. Next question, Donald Duck. All right. It says assume that a procedure yields a binomial distribution with n is equal to 5 and a probability of success of 0.2. Use a binomial probability table to find the probability that the number of successes is 3. Now you can do this two different ways. What are the ways you can do it? By the table, Hubert. That's right, class. And with the calculator. Thank you, Mr. Vaughn. Okay, two ways to do it. So I don't care which way you do it. I'm going to click on the table, no coughing. And let's look up n is equal to 5. Dang old, just follow n. Dadgummit, stop it. N is equal to 5, dang old right here. And look up your dang old point, what was it? Point 2. Here's your dang old. Okay. Follow the point 20 down to n is equal to x is equal to
3.
3.
Click while you're still over the.
I'm trying. It won't let me. All right. So dang old point 2 goes down to, I can't remember my daggone numbers. 5 or 3. Help if this thing would work right. 5 and 3. I got 0.051. Is that what y'all got? Now let's do it on the handy dandy calculator. Second entry, 5, delete, what was the 0.2? And what? 3? 0.051. And we feel good about ourselves. Where is all of Hubert's homework and tests done? In the kitchen. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I made this test this easy. I think I need to go back and change it.
No, that's perfect.
Huh? It's perfect. Somebody will fail it. Anybody want to bet money on it? N, P, and S. I thought I at least gave you a couple of binomial distributions, but evidently I didn't. Dang old second, enter. Dang old 15. Second, delete. 1, second, delete, turn it off. 15, 12, 7, 5, and 12. I got 0.225. When is the week of finals? Somebody will miss that one. When is the last day of class? there. This is a stupid question. This is the racist question. Oh, they did put in Mexican American, okay. All right, now this one is not that difficult, but I'm gonna show you how to do it. First of all, find the probability of exactly 8. So you look up 8. There it is, right there. What is it? 0.121. That was hard. Find the probability of 8 or fewer. So what are you going to do? 8 or fewer. You're going to add up what? Or fewer. Or means what? Add Hubert. Yes, that's right, class. Thank you for the interaction. Or, what would be easier than adding up all 8 of these? What would be easier? That's not rhetorical, I'm asking y'all. What would be easier than adding up 8 of these numbers? This is when I get depressed.
Adding up the 4 other numbers and subtracting them from 1.
Thank you. Adding up these numbers right here and subtracting them from 1. It's called the what, y'all? Starts with a C.
Complement.
Complement. I think y'all just try to make me mad. I think that's what we do. So add up those 4 right there and take them away from. So 0.54, 0.16 is 0.7, right? No, yeah. 0.07, excuse me. Y'all check me. 0.073. Y'all check me. I don't know what I'm talking about. And then subtract it from 1. What do you get?
0.927.
0.927. Which probability is relevant for determining whether 8 jurors among 12 is unusually low? The result from part A or part B? This one of them 15-part questions. Okay, 4 parts. Which probability is relevant? Now you got exactly 8 or 8 or less. Exactly 8 is 0.121. I would say less, 8 or less, wouldn't y'all? Because the chances of 8 exactly is going to be much more unusual than that's common sense, but I'm not going to say I'm going to get it right, not with this book. So that's why we're changing books. I would say 8 or fewer. Mark that one because I'll probably get that one wrong. Is 8 an unusually low number of Mexican Americans? Well, look at it. Is 8.121. How many, where is it? There it is. How many cents is that? 12. So you tell me. What's the magic number that we match up unusual with? 5 cents, right? So is that above 5 cents? So that would be what? Normal, right? And what tells you to do that? Well, these questions right here tell you. See what it says? Greater than 5 cents, equal to 5 cents, or less than 5 cents, greater than 5 cents. So this tells you what to actually do. Compare your 12 cent to your 5 cent. Ours is normal because it's more than 5 cents. So you got to find that. Now, this guy that writes this book or writes these questions, he tries to do everything in the world on these questions to screw you up. So you got to, it screws me up sometimes. So you got to be careful. Is 8 an unusually low number? Is it unusual? No. So you got to pick the one that says no. All right. Now you got to match it up. greater than 5 cents.
Hey,
So it's A. You gotta be careful on these. These two questions is the reason that we're changing books, is because we do not like the way he words these questions. It's like he's trying to trick the students. What's the only possible answer?
A.
hey,
The only possible answer is that and Boy Scouts. I wasn't in the Boy Scout. In P and X again, y'all are so lucky I'm giving y'all this easy test. I think I need to go back and change it. I really think I do. So I'll go back and change people I don't like. How about that? So 6.85 and 4. 6.85 and 4. 0.176, is that what y'all got? Yes, Hubert, no Hubert, thank you for the interaction, class. All I asked you for is a simple yes or no. I can't hear you when you, I can't hear you. Enunciate. Dang old. How am I supposed to hear that? Okay, here's your Casey and what's her name? Tobias or whatever is this? Okay, don't name the TV show. A certain TV show recently had a share of 85, meaning that among TV sets, 85%, there's your P right there, were tuned to that show. So this must be a pretty good show. All right? Assume that an advertiser wants to verify that 85%, blah, 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 begins with 8 households. So he's got 8 houses. Okay? So 8 is going to be dang old what? N. Find the probability that all of the households are tuned to that TV show. So what would that be? Well, let's highlight the word all. So what is X going to be? No sneezing, please. Just me. I can only sneeze. So what is X? We're going to sit here with somebody answers it. I'm not answering. Let's whisper so we can all strain our ears. What is X? If the word says, it says all. And you got 8 houses. Boy, y'all are on the ball. I ain't kidding you. Yes, you're right. Living in a box in the ditch. So take our handy dandy and second function and change this to 8. And is it 85%? That's nice. And change this to 8. 0.272. Find the probability that exactly 7 households are tuned into TV show. Exactly 7. So what would that be? NP what? I mean, that would be 8, 85, and what? 7. Oh, I should be ashamed of myself giving y'all this simple test. 0.385. Okay, I'm going to let y'all do C. I didn't do that. I don't know why I did that. An anti-police activist group calling itself Disarm NYPD is aiming to strip officers of their firearms and boot them from certain neighborhoods entirely.
You gotta be kidding me.
Oh, that sounds disastrous.
I'm not gonna say a word.
They complain about police brutality and stuff, and maybe the police wouldn't have to use, maybe the police would.
If they wouldn't resist arrest.
Or maybe if they weren't doing something stupid.
I agree with that 100%. It's kind of like, I don't worry about people listening in on my phone conversations. Do you know why? Huh?
Nothing to hide.
I ain't got anything to hide. I don't think I'm gonna be, well, I am a terrorist because I'm a veteran and I'm from the South, so that means I'm a terrorist. And some people don't have any idea what I'm talking about, but. Anyway, the probability that at least 7 households are tuned, what are you gonna do? You gonna add up all 7? Or are you gonna add up 7, 8, 9, or what are you gonna do? What does at least 7 mean?
At the lowest is
That's the lowest number. So you're gonna add up what?
7 and 8.
7 and 8. Okay, I'm sorry, thought we had 9 houses. 7 and 8. So you're gonna take 7, you got 7 right here. So, and is that 8 right there? Okay, so add those two together, what do you get? Point what? Dang old 6, 5, 7?
Yes.
You enunciated that time. You didn't go,
My voice goes up and down.
I know. That puberty thing, is that what it is?
No.
0.657?
Slow.
Oh, okay. Sleep. Okay, this is the question that if you get wrong, I probably won't hold it against you. I'll probably just give you points because of the way they word it. If at least 7 households, that's this one right here, are tuned to a TV show, does it appear the 85% share value is wrong?
Well, that's only 65.
What would you say? Okay, people, let's either yes or no.
I say yes.
I mean,
If it means that, see, I don't know what 85% share means. Does that mean that their number needs to be, that our number needs to be above 85%? Or does it mean that it needs to be below? I would say that it needs to be below 85%. So in that case, it is not wrong. Is that what you're trying to say? So you got to read it. It says, is the 85% value wrong? I mean, I'm not a TV person. I don't know what shares mean. So, a certain TV show recently had a share of 85%. 85. I mean, meaning that among the TV sets, 85% was tuned. Well, this says that at least 65% or 66% is 7 households. Mathematically, it doesn't match up. It's wrong, okay? Because 66 is not equal to 85, all right, mathematically. But if they're asking if the 65 is within the margin of 85, then yes, it would be yes, it's not wrong. But if it exceeds 65, then it isn't wrong. So I don't know what the answer is if you want to trick about it. Anybody want to just spit one out? Just say A, B, C, or D, somebody. Vanna, say one.
C.
Okay, Vanna's over there now. All right,
Sorry.
that's all right. At least you said something. Next question. Mark that one. We probably got that one wrong too. We didn't get the numbers right. And that's all I care about is these numbers. Because I have no earthly idea what this means. I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm not going to lie to you. There we go. We got a probability distribution here. All right, now I'm going to let y'all do this because you want the mean and standard deviation. So get to it. This is where you got dang old add them all up. Do your columns. I'll copy them and put them in the Excel spreadsheet so y'all can watch it. I'll move it, I'm trying to get it over where y'all can, there we go. Find the mean and standard deviation. And go ahead and draw your curve too, just for practice. Sorry. Okay, what's the first thing we need to find the mean? X times what? Good job. So equals this guy. I'll do the first one for you. Times this guy. Bet the answer's 0. And we're going to copy that down. And then what do we do with that after we do it? What do we do with all those numbers? Add them up. And there's your mean. Now, what do we need to get the other stuff? Well, we gotta have x what?
Squared.
X squared. And you can do that in your head, 0, 1, 4, 9, 16, 25. Or you can just do it in your spreadsheet. And then the last row is x squared times what? X squared times P of X. Make sure you pick the right column if you're using this, because sometimes, or when you're using your calculator, because your eyes might pick up the wrong number out of another column. So make sure you do x squared times P of X. Again, I'll do the first one for you. That'd be 0. And then what do we do with those numbers?
Add them.
Add them up. And standard deviation is equal to this number minus parentheses this number, what? Squared, Hubert. That's right, class. And there's your standard deviation. Now to do your normal distribution.
Wouldn't that be the variance in you?
Oh yeah, you got to take the square root. I'm sorry, the variance. Let me put the variance right here. Thank you. I forget that. Where is my... variance And then if we want the standard deviation, what do you do to the variance?
Square root.
Raise it to the 0.5 power, take the square root, so that's equal to this guy raised to the 0.5 power. There you go, thank you. And now you do your normal distribution, which is equal to the mean. And then equals this plus that equals this plus that equals this minus that and equals this minus that. So what's normal with this information? What's normal? 2.3 to what? 5.8 or 6, yeah. Question? I don't know what they're asking. Let's see what they're asking. They want the mean and standard deviation. What do they say? 4 points. What we got to round to? Because I'll put in the wrong thing if I don't. Round to 1 decimal place. So that would be 4.1 and 0.9. 4.1 and 0.9. Next question. Oh, I was hoping that one wasn't on there. When someone buys a ticket for an airline flight, there's a 0.09 probability that the person will not show up. A certain jet can seat 12 passengers. Is it wise to book 14 passengers for a flight? So we got to find, is this where we add 14 and 15 up or something like that? 13 and 14, ain't that what we did?
Yeah,
I can't remember
use 14 as your N.
Yes,